Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this time we're not in Dubai, obviously. Would you guess where we are? I mean, from the environment you can see that we are in Nigeria, and what I'm going to show you today is my project which we are about to deliver because we're still working on it. We are like 90% done, about 90-95% done. All we need to just do is the flooring, and I mean, it's pretty much sold out, thanks to God. And we just need to finish it and hand over to the client. But before we do that, I want to show you today, what this property looks like inside. We started building this, I think, around March 2024. It took us like about a year plus to finish, but I mean, we're finally it done. So I'd like to show you what this looks like. Let's go. So first thing that catches everyone's attention is the closed car park garage that we have here, and I'm sorry, it's still quite messy because we are running, so we are taking stuffs outside, and I have nowhere to put them down inside the garage. But with what you can see, we ensure that we designed this to be able to contain about 2 cars. I mean, at least 2 SUVs with space for everyone to to come out of. And one added feature on this garage, if you join me, is going to be this that you're looking at. So we believe that, I mean, the future is energy. The fuel price is really expensive, not just here, everywhere in the world. And we believe that energy, is the future. And that's why we ensure that we added a little EV charger. I mean, in the next probably 2-3 years, if the customers or the people living here decide to own an EV, so you know that you don't need to rewire. All you need to do is probably change the capacity of the EV. So I think it's time to check the interior. Let's go, guys. So if you come this way, we made sure that we had like a lot of plants here because it's very important. And we have the stones. We're still working on the stamped concrete, by the way. And you have this, tiny entrance with some, white granite stones as well. And here you have this nice, should I call it chandelier? Or I would say light drop, And for me, it's unique. Once I saw, I was trying to look for something to put here, but when I saw this, I was like, I think this just fits the house. I don't know if you think it does, but to me it does. So come in. So we have a glass door. I mean, I always prefer the glass door because I think for a place like Nigeria, I would have loved the wooden doors, but most of these guys don't have good finishing, And I always try to ensure that I have, not the perfect job, but at least a nice job that is befitting for a house like this. And for me, this does the work. It's a glass door with, what do you call it again? I think you call it the automated door lock as well. And once you come in, we always make all our houses, since I started building, I think because of the architect I use, it ensures that it has this walkway, that actually makes the house look nice, right? It makes it look luxurious, that when you walk in, the first thing you see here is going to be the guest bathroom or guest washroom. You have your mirror, obviously, your wash and basin, and your suspended WC, and also with the bidet as well. So I would bring you to the guest room. So we always make sure that the guest room actually is extended towards the door area because it's a guest, right? Not inside the building, right? Because you don't know how familiar you are with the guests, so you don't want them to, be too, in the house. So, and also we ensure that the guest is also enjoying nice wardrobe because, most of the Nigerian houses, you make it really small. But because we have the space, we're like, okay, let's just do it. And they also enjoy Echo Show. So they also have access to automation system. Right here, you can actually play music. It's supposed to be connected to internet. I have internet in the house, but it's not connected. So you can actually connect to the Wi-Fi, right? Then you can play music and also probably have access to the camera as well, which I think we're going to remove and put in the master bedroom. Then this way will lead you to the bathroom. It's not as big as you might like, but it actually does the job. We try to have like a very nice finishing, imported, fittings, like the shower. You have this bidet, and shower. Then you have, I think you have another one. Yes, you have one here as well when you have this that does the job. Same with the suspended WC and the bidet. And that is that for the guest room. And if you work with me, I love high ceilings, right? I tried to make this as high as possible. I wish it could have been higher than this, but what happened was, I think the beam, I think with the engineer we used, with the beam it was too large. So because of the beam, we had to drop it, but still, it's still high. So if you had actually successfully gotten our height, we would have been talking probably 8 feet. No, this is about 8 feet actually. We're looking at 10 feet actually to 12 feet. That's what I was looking at. So you have your living room, very big. Everybody that comes in here is like, wow, this is big, and I think I love when the living room is big, so I ensure that I'm always there when we are setting out, so ensure I'm able to cut out the space well. This is where the TV area is supposed to be. Here you have the sitting area, then over here is supposed to be the dining, now overlooking the swimming pool right here. You have a CCTV camera over here, watching the living room. Over there you have the tabs. For your automation. I don't think this is useful right now for people, but we just put it there because, people like to see that they have a device like this, because what we've done is we've automated the design whereby you can actually use, your phone to control the lights, the speakers, and every single thing, even your TV if you want. So this is pretty much not useful except for, maybe the kids, your friends or your family who are trying to access the speaker. Maybe they can come here and use it because the master has access to the phone, which is very important. So, work with me. This kitchen, I don't even know where to start. First of all, we made an open plan kitchen because we believe that, we're trying to bring like the European style to Nigeria, and I felt like if I close this kitchen, this living room space would look smaller, right? So I decided to give it an open plan kitchen and make sure we focus more on the design, and that's why you have a different tiles that matches with the, with the living room. So if you see it's like a different blend, but if you look at it, finishing wise, it actually matches, like it's a nice flow to the design. And the two people who bought don't have a plan of closing this anyways. And there you have a fully fitted kitchen, refrigerator right there, oven, microwave. You have a washing machine as well that I bought. It does the washing and drying, so you don't need to dry your clothes outside. You can literally do everything on this washing machine. Now you have your wash and basin. I wish we made wash and basin in Nigeria, but we don't. I had to buy this from China. As you can see, it has the cutting board. Look at that. It has a cutting board. It has this extra stuff right here. Then you have the for the soap dispenser. Then you have this that you can actually retract, right? And you have different shower area where you can get the water out of. You have one here that's actually, I think maybe for the next video, when we are fully handing over, so I can run some water and show you how this works. So it's amazing that you have your heater here. This is hot water right here. This is just a different, I think it's also probably a dispenser of something. I don't know. I saw it and I love it and I bought it. So here we have the electric gas cooker plus the, electric cooker plus the gas cooker. Then look, for the ladies, the detail, because I think this is very important for women nowadays. I think it makes things easy because you can move it here, when you're cooking, you on some water, and, it makes cooking just easier for women. So, for men, I don't want to sound weird or corny. People ask me, how do we get to the back? So what we did was we made this place closable. So for you to be able to get access to, but not everybody will know that there's an access here. So like a secret, but not a huge secret. Can you turn on this slide? So here you have this, okay, yeah, it's fine. So here you have the store where you can actually store, you have more space here to be able to store more food material. I was asked to probably bring a solar panel here, but I decided no, for the kitchen, is you have a lot of heat. So you don't want to add the solar panel heat to the kitchen heat. I don't think it's quite safe. Then this takes you to the back of the house. And some people actually on Instagram were saying something about the pool, something, we don't need to pool, or we don't need to do that. I understand, I hear you, maybe next project would, depending on the sizes we have or we're working with, we might not put the pool, but I believe pool is very functional. It's very functional for houses, especially when it's well designed and it's actually really spacious. As you can see, it will be longer if I didn't put this sit out here. But this sit out here is part of the pool, which means like the water flows all the way here and you can chill right here while probably watching a TV or something. and you have the water on your body. This table serves as what's it called? As like a cooler where you can put your drinks. Then you have an umbrella also, protecting you from the sun, right? And I believe that swimming pools most times add value to the houses because I've been selling houses for at least the past 7 years, and people actually value houses with pool, right? But at least when the pool is done sensibly. We have the reverse osmosis right over there as well. And what we are trying to ensure is that we are trying to give every homeowner comfort with clean water, which is like one of the most important thing for a human being, right? To have access to clean water, whether you're using to shower or you're drinking it. So that's why we had to put the reverse osmosis there. So I don't know what you think about this. We tried our best to ensure that, it's done well. And sometimes we might not be perfect, we might make some mistakes. And it's okay for our viewers to let us know how they feel about it. But I believe, in my own opinion, if I was living here, I was going to actually like this because I like something functional. I like water, actually, and I like to be around water. So I would have loved that, yes, you have water around here, but at least with a good size where I can actually swim comfortably, and also for kids as well. So let's go upstairs. Okay, so now I think before we get upstairs, I just want to show you what we did here for the staircase. I love the fact that I love brown tiles for staircase. I don't know. I've been doing this for the past, I think 3 years since I started developing, and I've always maintained this brown finishing for the staircase because it just makes the staircase look stunning, beautiful. Adds a very nice color to it. And we did something different here, right? Apart from these floor lights that actually work at night, we have these lights embedded under the handrail, right? Because it gives it a finishing. This is still under process, but the other house, we had already fixed that in, so you can see that on the screen and how it looks like, and the effect it actually gives, the staircase. So let's go. Also, as you walk through the staircase or upstairs, you can see you have a CCTV camera right there looking at you to ensure that safety is there for the family. The homeowner knows who is coming in and out of the house, especially coming to the sacred area of the house. And this living room, this space welcomes you to the family lounge, like the second living room, where you have your balcony. Almost all the rooms, only one room doesn't have a balcony, and they call that the children's room. So this has a balcony overlooking, the estate and someone else's house. Then this walks you to the master bedroom. Also, what we try to do is we installed the this is the Wi-Fi. This is MTN, so that the homeowners don't need to get people outside come install. When you come in, you just click on your settings and connect to the Wi-Fi. Now we have the master bedroom, spacious, depending on how you see it. You have the inbuilt camera system, you have your smart switch system, then you have your walk-in wardrobe right here, also with the inbuilt lights that we fitted into the wardrobes. And now I like this mirror. Mirror is very important, right? So everybody needs a mirror, both in the bathroom and both in their wardrobe as well. And that's why we decided to install this mirror. And just because of space, we also made it look like it serves as a door that leads you to the master bathroom. So if you walk with me, you see how spacious it is. In fact, while we were building this, we did it twice. So while I was in Dubai, when they carved out this first floor, right? And when I came here and I entered the bathroom, it was really small, and I was like, what? Nah, we are tearing this down. And we had to literally tear it down, and start over to give it more space. And that's why you have this space currently. And looking at it now, it's even bigger than we expect, because you have this void here that, you don't need to, you're not doing anything with, right? You have this store. So we have a store here where you can actually put your toilets, stuff like the towels and tissue paper and whatnot. Then you have this double wash hand basin right here. Then you have a drawer here as well. Then you have the suspended WC. You have your bathtub here. Then the tap is right here, which is supposed to be fixed this week, right? While you shower here. So, I mean, I like this setup to me because I'm like, if you're a couple and you're living here, your wife or your fiance is in the bathtub, and you are just taking a shower and just gisting about, you know, where you guys went last night. So, moving further, and one feature I need to talk about was this new, what do you call this thing again? What do you call this again? Nets, yeah. So the guy just created a new design. I don't know if this is existing. I'm sure China first did it and came to Nigeria, where you can actually also move your net left and right as well. Then, if we come all the way here, you're looking at the balcony as well, which gives you a nice view of the estate. So, if you come out here, you have a nice view, right? What we're just missing right here is light. We need to put a light here, and I think we've delivered that already. So by Monday, it'll be fixed. And you have a nice view of the estate. Amazing. So let's walk. We still have more things to see. This door, oh my goodness, this door gave me so much problem because like there are just very few people that actually fix door. It's called a flush door. If you come out here, you will see that the door actually flushes with the wall. And the problem with doors like this is beautiful, but in a country like this where we don't have quality artisans, right? They don't give you a quality job. So it gave me a lot of headache because we had to fix this door like probably 4 times, right? In Nigeria, this door, when I was pricing it, cost about 1.7, which was in 2024. So because of the price, it didn't add up, so I had to go and import it from China. Now the problem was getting someone to actually fix it perfectly, which was quite difficult for me. So if you're in Nigeria and you're trying to do something different, man, you are in for it. So on this part is what we call the box room. And the box room, one of the biggest decision we made here was to ensure that the owners have like 24 hours supply without using electricity and also generators. So what we designed here is we built a 36 kVA solar panel system with C-watt energy, so that they can have 24 hours. We have some solar panel, a lot of solar panel on the roof actually, and so this actually saves you the cost of connecting to the grid. And if you connect to the grid, you'll be paying almost nothing, maybe except the rainy season like now, where you have less sunlight. So you have about 12 kVA inverters with a charging controller over here as well. Then you have the lithium battery. On Instagram, I actually put out, this was actually done by the solar panel guys, just as complimentary, because the owners have not moved in to install their AC to ensure that this place is well cooled as well. What else? And I mean, this setup, I don't even have this at home, right? But this is an amazing setup. What this does also is when probably electricity comes in, this doesn't how does it work here? When the electricity comes,
turn it off not to receive electricity.
It turns it off not to receive, so that the electricity will not charge up the batteries, right? Because that would now increase your cost by crazily, because the sun is what charges the solar, and the solar is what charges the sun charges the solar sends power to the battery, and and the solar also sends power to the house as well during the daytime. So I mean, this is different and expensive, but it is different. Then we have this room called the Madam Room, also very spacious. This is the second biggest room in the house. Then you have I'll call it a mini wardrobe space. Then over here, you come to the balcony as well. Then when we head here, you have the bathroom. Yeah, now check this out. So here we have the wash and basin, you have the mirror lights, and also the walk-in shower. I mean, it's crazy, right? What we've done here, we've tried our best to ensure that we are giving the best quality, at least to our own, to our own style and standard and taste. But I don't know what you guys think about this house. Right now, sold at I think 380 million naira per unit. I mean, I feel like I could have gotten more, but the major thing is giving customers value, because I believe houses like this always keeps its value, especially when you have a very nice finishing. And we know the market today that developers don't give you that kind of quality, and that's what actually keeps the value of the house. So this is the end of the tour. Tomorrow I'll be in Dubai to show you more real estate investments, and show you what's happening in the real estate world inside and outside of Africa. And thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what you think. Subscribe and let's go.